live. Welcome everybody. Still in the cave, as you can see. Jason is hidden behind that over there screen. Will show up very soon. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it right away. Bonjour, in my corner, top right corner. It's not the usual start, but that's fine. It's Friday. We can try different things.
Good morning.
So yeah, Jason, we see your border.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Let me see if I can.
But even in our chat, the background
Bonjour.
is dark.
Hi.
Yeah, I think it's just darker in here in general. Let me see if I can improve that.
Tail learn code. Hello, bonjour. How are you? How was your week? Tell me more. Was your week better than mine? No, the week was not bad. The week was not bad. I shouldn't complain. I have coffee today. So that's why I'm not wearing my hoodie, because with coffee comes sweat. Like if it was spicy coffee. Look better.
A little better.
Yeah.
I had to turn the sun up. It's a little, it's a little bright on my face now, though. Hang on.
Does Cloudy is awake? I think yes. Cloudy is number one. Excellent. CB is awake. Everything is going fine. We can see Jason in the cloud. And this morning I changed something in CB, Jason.
Oh, really?
Yep. Remember how I
put it in a
always
container?
forgot to set some reminders and time log and stuff? So now I add the functionality to add reminders, delete reminders, not delete, but change the status.
You did that this morning?
Yeah.
What time did you get up?
Tail learn code says it's been a good week. Well, I'm happy for you. At least one of us had a good week. It was not a bad week, though.
We had a good week. It was just a hectic, stressful week.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a great night though. I was starting a new game because let's be honest here. I love the Mutant Year 1 game. It's a tactic, turn-based strategy game, but with some part in real time. Like I love the story, it's really cool. But the game keep crashing like all the time. So like you spend an hour doing a battle and then like whoops. Maybe if I find a way to do some quick save, I will do quick save every turn or something. I don't know. But it's very annoying. So yesterday I start the new game, Wasteland 3. And wow, that game is awesome. Really funny also.
That's on Xbox, PlayStation?
Like I have it through the Xbox Pass, like Game Pass.
Yeah.
But I play on PC.
Right.
So I think it is on all platforms. I think it's a very, very recent game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or a very, very recent. Not sure. But this year, that's for sure. Pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's an RPG, so it's heavy in text and stuff like that. But I was looking for a slow thing, so I did 2-3 battle, progress a bit in the story. I have no clue what I'm doing. Learning how things works. Still kind of a part of it in the tutorial, I think. So, my friend, are you awake enough?
It's hard to say sometimes. I feel awake.
You feel awake? Does the music is too loud?
Sleep
Tell learn. Am I pushing it too loud? Could be border, right? Border too loud. Could put it just a little bit. So today I think we'll be back on our Triavia game.
Back to Triavia.
Triavia. That good level? Excellent. Excellent. So let's go here because I want to start CB recording and stuff. So I need to go back here. Where is it? I've been playing in so many different repos that Triavia went down. So let's do a proper start. So start Triavia. Cool. So this project is available here. And today, I think today the goal, like the title says, I want to be able to deploy with the little we know an app with something server side, client side. So using TypeScript node on the server side, right? And then I don't know if it's TypeScript React on client side or if it's pure. I don't know like how it works exactly, but node in the background, TypeScript of course, but to generate that, some framework. I looked around, looked like React could be a good one. I think they are all good one, but I think a very popular one. So as you know, we know nothing. React is a good guess, so we could find many different tutorial and documentation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the chat, Cloudies, and you know JavaScript, and you say, no, don't do TypeScript, do Vue or whatever other Angular or something else. Now it's your time to talk. and then I want to deploy that to Azure, and like probably not maybe, like I don't see why we would go on Azure DevOps, but I think we'll do it with the GitHub Action, deploy that thing in Azure. And yeah, so we could have some kind of pipeline. So that's the plan, I think. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Sounds
I was
great.
adjusting lights, so I didn't catch all that, but I'm definitely down for React. As you know, I was doing some side research on that. And seems like a pretty straightforward, well documented, good community, like good place to try to learn something new, just like TypeScript.
Cool. And today I will be working on the Linux side for me. I don't know why. I was worried about running directly in my own system, so I'm running on Linux. So I did install this morning, if I do node -- version. So version 14.15.0 is running. It's the same version that I have in my Windows environment, but now I am in Linux. Though I didn't install TypeScript, so we'll need to do that. It's true, I need to do that. Get started, the new programmer. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. You could use TypeScript inside a .NET Core application. That's kind of nice.
Oh yeah?
Well, like when you are doing ASP.NET Core and stuff like that, you have JavaScript sometimes because you want client-side stuff to happen. So instead of having so you could have a structure. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I want to install. Where like download docs, TypeScript via npm. Just npm install TypeScript, save div. let's do that. I should have done a sudo.
We still got to containerize CB at some point too.
Well, I did start to look at how I could do that on my laptop because I didn't want to mess with the code here, since I will be working on a different PC. And wow, I'm just like, this hoodie is too warm, and without it's chilly.
Yeah, that's how I am today. I thought it was cold upstairs, and I get down to my basement and all these lights on. Too warm.
Are they real light, or they are like?
No, well, a couple of them actually are warm when they're on, but yeah. Also, my furnace, I cranked it up this morning, so it helps warm up the house a little bit. I'll turn it off here in a little bit.
Maybe I should.
It's cold.
Well, we had our first cold night last night, and day. In fact, the full day was under freezing level.
Well,
this morning it was mostly 0, like freezing level. Okay, so apparently now I have TypeScript. So that's cool, right? Save error, not such file of directory. Oh, is it working? Not such file of directory, open.
You want to try it with sudo?
Yeah, but it should be installing it globally. So maybe what I could do instead is go in my home folder. And now if I do this again, and I will definitely do a sudo because I think it's
so many passwords.
Yeah. No such file of directory home. So did he create it? Ensure that everyone on your team is using the same version. Then you should run TypeScript compiler using that one following command. Okay. Oh, that's the one I wanted, right? Yeah, that install. That's not what I wanted. I installed TypeScript in my, that's not what I wanted. I want to install TypeScript, but I want it global. Right now I just installed it in my own directory, so I will need to clean that up later. So npm install TypeScript. Okay. Cool. So.
Did you get it?
Yep. Maybe I should reopen this session to make sure I have it. So let's do that. Boom. And I will just... I'm on the Linux side, but working on the map. So like the folder is still on the my Windows side, so that's why here. Oh, I don't have my tools set up. Oh, I saw some message in the chat. Give me 1 second. I just wanna So that's why here it's month D dev blah blah blah, because all my development are on my D drive on my Windows side, so I'm just using the same here and using the Windows interface but from the Linux side. I like in the chat, what are you working on? Should I update the time log or the to-dos? Yes, indeed. Yeah. Roshan Raja? Wow. Roshan Raja? G is for global, so when you install it with G, then it's available everywhere. So now what I need to do is, I don't need to do anything, right? Oh yeah. So if I do node and dot, not node, code. That's a nice lapsus. And now we should start some to do, right? Let's time log first. So time, let's do. If you don't know, you can always use the command time to add some time log, and it helps me on YouTube. We'll create time logs, so the timeline will be split with different title, and you have access also to time. So when you think I'm working on something and it's been a while since I updated, you can always do it. So time, creating to-dos. And now we'll do to-dos. So to-do. And so our first to-do, Jason, when it should be. Create an app.
The first thing we're going to do, the first thing we do is probably figure out what we need for React, I guess, to develop locally with React. Is there anything you got to download?
So set React
environment.
Get
development environment ready.
Okay, so that's the first one, and then we should build an app.
Yeah, maybe do we want to find like a tutorial, like a beginner's tutorial on React?
Well, I have a few of them already, so we could pick one. So like I think that would be part of a setting up or React requirement kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Because I think as like documentation goes for this whole project, it would be good for us to provide like links, since we're beginners at React, like whatever links we used.
Yep, we'll add that
tutorials.
in the notes. By the way, you can always do that also, Jason, right? If you have access to the chat, you can always type the like note and then whatever thing you want to add, and it will add that to the show note. And all the show are available on GitHub.
Speaking of things you can do in chat, I'm surprised nobody's dropped yet.
I thought you were going like straight through, like boom on the target. You were super in line.
It did look like I was lined up pretty good.
So
okay, I think
another step will be build very simple web app. And then we'll try to deploy that thing.
Deploy to Azure?
Yeah. Like what? You wanna deploy it somewhere else?
Would that be no, I think that's great. One
Let's
thing
deploy
I
it
realized,
on Amazon
I think,
Web Services.
I think one thing I realized, remember how I was telling you I found this really cool React app and I was playing around with it, and works great locally. Wait, that was the trivia thing we looked at.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that the one I was looking at? I had so much problems. I was trying to deploy it, but I was trying to deploy it as a static web app, and I think you have to do it as an app service.
Well, it depends. It depends on which app it is. If it's a static app,
Bonjour. Hi.
then you need that. Bonjour Patrick. Yep. Bonjour Stéphane. We have a few people joining us today, so welcome aboard, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning.
And Patrick is the first one to land today with a score of 8. And you know what, Patrick? You have the highest score of the month because I reset all score. I know we are the 20, but
we're coming for you though.
Stefan is, yeah. So close, but
Just
yet so far. So yeah, so if you are interested to get back to the show note, you can always do it with cloud, so c5m.ca, and then I think it's stream. So c5m.ca, and then stream. And it should bring you to the GitHub repo. I will put that in the so you will land here, and if you go in streams, all the show notes are there. So there's a few, right? I need to be better at updating that first page, but like I want the chatbot to manipulate that also for me. Like have section for the project, maintaining that, and maybe publishing that as a format a little bit more interesting to read than that thing. But anyway, that's not the priority, and it's not the project of today. So the next to do I want to add because I'm stuck in the middle was deploy, I think. Yes. So deploy to Azure to do add deploy using GitHub action. Let's put just like a CI/CD, CD. CI/CD, CI/CD, yeah. CI/CD.
I don't think there'll be much integration.
Well, I mean, like if you commit
Building.
and then start everything, that's a CI, right?
Yeah.
That's the CI part. So we could say, oh, when we push in the dev environment, just run some tests or whatever, or generate the code, like, you know, something like that. And when we push on master, then deploy.
Yeah.
So we could have like a CI and a CD, but like that's why.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
It'd be good for
CI
us
CD,
to
and I'm
demonstrate
assuming it will be GitHub Action, but let's not put it in the. But that was part of the side things we also want to practice a little bit more, right?
Yes.
So now we have a bunch of to-dos, enough to for you to hide them with your headset. Well, that's perfect. Bonjour. Hi. Code with Sean is there.
Over?
How are you? All right. Thank you, Victor Hugo. Welcome aboard. Super happy to have you as a follower. That's very nice from you. And see, it's already Christmas, apparently.
Hey, good morning, Sean. Good morning, everybody.
Sean may be interested to come on the All Around Azure show, by the way, Jason. In January. Not yet.
Fabulous. Let's do it.
Already send him the form so he could...
Frank and I just huddled up last night and decided we're going to do All Around Azure forever. And we need guests.
All Around Azure forever.
Through 2020 forever.
Oh man, I thought it was 21 forever. Isn't it a store called like that? 21 forever or something like that.
Oh gosh, let's hope 2021's not worse than this year, and it keeps on going forever.
I was about to say something, but
get through 2021 first. I don't even know. Are we going to celebrate on New Year's? Is anything going to be better on the 1st?
I don't know. Oh, December 7th, Code with Sean will be on the 425 show.
Okay.
So that's the Microsoft Identity team.
Right on.
It's often the show that play just before the All Around Azure Monday stream.
Oh, okay. Cool.
With Christos and...
What day of the week is that?
I forgot the other guy. Damn. Who's the other guy? Oh, I feel bad. Brian? No, not Brian. David? I forgot his name. Sorry, other guy. Forgot your name. Okay, so I think we are good for a GP. Wow, I was far. GP for what? Jean-Philippe? What's GP for? Sean, do you know? Okay, so we're good with the to-dos, so now we could start the first to-do.
Is CB dropping in this message about what are we working on? Like every so often?
That's my work of this morning.
I was gonna say. I think he either got a bug.
Every 10 minutes, I think.
Maybe
it's a little bit too much. Well, yeah, it is CB dropping that line. So let's to-do start. I think we start with the first one. And we could do a time and a well, no, we don't change anything right now. Okay, so what did I found? So I don't need that. TypeScript. Well, I want to keep that ND because we might need some documentation about TypeScript. So overview TypeScript React. What's that one? Getting started with React and TypeScript.
It looks like I've already gone through it, but well, it's probably not super specific to React, but there is a Learn module that says publish an Angular React Svelte or Vue JavaScript app with Azure Static Web Apps.
Oh, but that's not what we want because we want Node also. So it's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah,
because
I was just doing a quick search on
the static web app is just client side.
Right.
So
yeah, I was looking to learn.
We also want Node because remember we want that API thing that will communicate with the database and stuff. Though we could use Azure Function, and then I will be happy because we'll be using Azure Function. But
there's a whole learning path for building JavaScript applications with Node, so let's go check that out eventually. I'm gonna bookmark that.
like we're I'm not sure, like, do we want that or do we want just an app?
Do we want?
I wonder, like,
server side.
Like, do we want a server side or we want like Azure Functions and then it could scale?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought we were gonna do because we were gonna have already a API to query the questions and answers, right?
So it will be Azure Function, and it will be that static web app.
That feels right to me. I mean, we can do that in a function, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I hadn't really thought it through that way because we just now started talking about React today, but
well, in that case,
it feels right.
We don't need Node because our backend will be Azure Function, and I'm totally fine with that.
Written in JavaScript though, or what? Or TypeScript? What are we doing the function in?
In function, I don't know if you mix TypeScript. That's the thing. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not like, yeah. So does Azure Function works well with TypeScript? All right. Welcome aboard, MDX Soul Reaver. Very nice for you. Thank you for following. It's very appreciated. Super happy. I don't look happy because I'm warm. I need to take. You know what? I think I will pick up another hoodie. Give me 1 sec, Jason. Talk.
You want me to dance? Dance monkey? Is that what you really mean to say? How's everybody doing? Let me get a drop going here. You had to have a wardrobe change.
Yeah, well, I have a hoodie. I have a few hoodies just hanging here. That one, if my daughter was here, she will be complaining. But because that
I have
one
a whole
has
wardrobe of stuff. I go from hot to cold. Oh, you need a patch there.
Yeah, that's why like that one is like, you know, it's the in case of emergency kind of thing. I need, you know what I need? I need a cloud 5 minutes or like behind my cloud or something, or all around Azure. Udi, that could be cool.
Exactly. I think it's time. We got a nice logo. It's time to get some swag going.
With CB. Oh yeah, I need like I need a Bonjour hi with CB on a hoodie or something like that. That could be cool. Code with Sean 36. Congrats. And we had another follow. Ooh, I'm looking for the name. Raz Muhammad. Thank you for the following. Very appreciated. So what I'm looking for and what I'm not sure. What do you say?
Well, I found the docs for supported languages and Azure functions.
Oh, I know what they are, but it just when you are doing it in JavaScript, could you use TypeScript? That's like how would that thing works? Is it what you found?
Well, they do have a thing for TypeScript. Here, let me put this in our chat.
Well, I'm assuming you can put it in in the chat also.
Probably not under the account I'm logged in as.
I'm pretty, like everybody can put the links on my chat.
You don't have it masked, okay?
Oh, and you know what? Oh yeah, you are a VIP. I set you as a VIP. Did you notice?
Is that what that little bejeweled thing means?
Yep, that little jewel thing is because you are important on my
Gifted
channel.
Me a rock. Wow.
I give you a jewel. Does it sound okay?
So nice.
Is it okay to say that in English? I feel like I'm not sure if I say it's something appropriate.
I'm not much of a jewelry person, but yeah, no thanks. That's awesome, Frank. And also, I noticed I got the notification that you added me as a contributor to the URL shortener.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
You got Bejeweled.
I got bedazzled for sure.
Oh, that's such a good game. Bejeweled.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one game that it's like Tetris. Like, you know, like you find that game and like, yeah, it's cool. You have fun with it.
It's a good airplane game.
Yeah.
Traveling game.
But these days I'm playing a few games because now I have my new phone, right? And I could do stuff with it. My previous phone, nothing was, nothing. So
yeah, just reminded me, my phone shows up today too.
So I have Micro RPG that I play, I like. I have Cookie Must Die. All Cookie Must Die. Fun little game on the phone, but it's a little bit more active, so you need to pay attention. Another one is Card Fall. It's kind of an RPG where it's like I don't know, like you have cards and stuff like that, and you need to manage what you're playing. It's cool. Yay! And the other one is I'm not sure we'll keep that one, but it's a time sucker. It's Evermerge. So you merge 3 things and then you make something bigger, but like it grow forever and it just like generates stuff, and like you have branch, and with branch you do packets of branch, build houses and bigger houses, and then like not sure we'll keep that one, but I was just looking for something when you have to wait and you don't want to be like you can stop at any time. You know, like there's game where like you cannot stop. You need to wait 30 more seconds. But I was looking for a game that doesn't matter. You could pause whatever. Stefan,
I'm with you there. It's not much of a game. Yeah. I've never won.
The one game that I'm always get confused is what? One game that I always get me confused and frustrated is called just accept my file. Like
Vim is easier, for sure.
Oh, so TypeScript is there. You're right.
I feel like I love Visual Studio, but it has definitely chopped into my Vim time.
So when you target V2 or Azure Function Runtime, Azure Function Core. Okay, well, we'll definitely need to work something. Okay, so we could do that because I want to learn TypeScript. So if we could build Azure Function using TypeScript, I'm good with it.
Looks like you can, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end, TypeScript is just a JavaScript file generator, right? Or like, yeah, it's just so.
Right. So we should be able to build it or do it all in TypeScript and deploy it as a function from within Visual Studio.
I think it will be 2 projects, and so we should have a project for like the Triavia API, maybe we can call it, or Triavia backend. I don't know how we want to call it, but that will be our TypeScript Azure function. And it will be a Triavia frontend. At least at the beginning, it will be the web one. Later one, if we want to add the phone one, maybe we could do it with the new. There's Uno. There's a few very nice UI that we could play with. If we want people to join on a phone or something like that. So we could have multiple projects, but I think at least the minimum it's those 2.
Okay.
So one back end, one front end.
Gotcha.
So let's start then with the front end. I think it will be easy.
Yeah, well, that's what we said we'd do yesterday. Try to get something displayed.
Yeah. So then React, TypeScript, best basic, best practice. But then you say they have a learn module, so we could totally follow that. That's
Well, it's not a learn. It's not specific to React. It's more about just deploying static web apps.
Oh, okay.
So, and it lists React as a type that you could, like Svelte and
Okay.
what are the other ones? Angular. Here, I'll just put it in chat. It's a good one. I did this. It's really short.
I'm pretty sure I did it also with John Papa, maybe when. Not sure.
I would imagine this would be that one. Yeah, this is like the one I remember back when Build.
Apparently,
came
I
out.
didn't do it.
And well, that's an easy 500 points for you right there. I'm sure you can blow through that one. I don't even think it has an exercise. No, I guess it does. But
Okay, let's see. Get started. Scenario. So, there's React. So, boom.
oh, it does have something for React in there. Nice.
Yeah. Is it big enough, chat? Cloudies? Let's make it a little bigger. Think that's better. Okay, so your company is launching a shopping list web app. That's cool. Could deploy, asset, blah blah blah, CSS. Excellent. What's a static web app? Well, I know, but let's pass quickly. It's just JavaScript and HTML. Okay, optional API. That's the part that interests us. Oh, you know what? You want to try it, Jason? Try to put back the link you just passed in the chat, but do it with exclamation point note. So they will be added to the show notes.
Sure. And back up to the main page. The exclamation
point and
first,
then note. N-O-T-E.
And then the link, or the other way around?
No. Like it's exclamation point note space, and you could say like learn module, like whatever will anything else will be passed as a note.
Okay. And include the link in there too?
Yep.
Just be one long line? Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Like I can show you what it will look like if we look in the previous show notes. Something like, in the notes section, it will just it will be something like that.
Sweet. Now I know how to inject something into your markdown file.
Yeah. I can always delete it. But you can inject. Anyone can do that. Anyone can add notes, do the times. It's the same thing with time. If you do exclamation point time and you type something, then it will create the time log and then we'll break down the GitHub timeline when I upload the thing on YouTube. Okay, so Azure Static Web App, yeah, we'll definitely need an API. In this module exercise, you will deploy an app using your preferred framework. Note, you will deploy the app without the API in this module. See the next step section in final unit for information about the next tutorial where you will deploy an API along the app. Or should we do the other one? Distribute, blah, 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 integrate, okay, first learning objective, okay, what you will do.
I found
yeah.
I found actually a tutorial. I just put it in the chat and in the notes for React with Visual Studio.
Oh yeah, because we don't even know if we have React, right? Or maybe you have because you already play with it on your side.
I don't remember installing anything, but yeah, because when you run npx, I think is like the main.
But should we follow this one or should we follow the other one?
Well, I don't see. I'm looking at the learn module again. It doesn't feel like it's very specific to React.
Say build and run your front-end application. Oh, automatically build. Okay, but that's what we'll do. So let's continue. React. Create the repository.
Yeah, this one. This is like the only thing that's kind
because
of
we're
React
cloning
specific.
the stuff. No. We want to create it.
All right. But yeah.
Static web app. And that would be useful for when we will be building that pipeline, but it's pretty trivial. So I know that stuff. Hey, welcome for the follow. Frank is programming.
Another Frank.
Welcome. Can you link me the website? Which website do you want, Mr. Frank? This the tutorial. Which one do you want?
Bonjour. Hi.
And Marcus is there. Excellent.
Is there a way? I know how to write into the notes. Is there a way to display the notes with the links that we just recently dropped in there?
Nope. Right now, there's no way to do that.
Dang it, CB.
Dude, it's open source. You can do whatever you want. No, there's no way to display the notes. That could be cool, right? Ask, what are the notes?
Well, just like Frank is asking here, the link, and I don't know if it was one of the links that we already dropped in and it's not displayed or what, but I just thought it could be nice to quickly review our links, especially if there is several of them. But yeah, a project for another day, for sure.
I think if I go here, so I have I have an auto backup.
Right.
So is it today? Yes, it is today. So
kind of like when you type in scores, and it like shows the scoreboard, but with notes.
Yeah. But apparently it doesn't have the notes saved yet.
Okay.
Because it's every 10 minutes or so it will do a backup.
Right. We'll add it to the backlog. Yeah. Frank says he's just in.
All show notes, I know I mentioned earlier, but I didn't share the link. So all show notes end up always at...
Hi.
Hey, Fragbird. Hello. So all show notes always end up on GitHub at this URL. So after the show, I will publish it. Stream 130. What the show note today? 134. That's a lot of show, Jason. It's a lot of
You've had
streams.
134 episodes of...
Behind My Cloud, 33. 133.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think it will be Behind My Cloud, since everything is cloud, cloud, 5
And I'm
minutes
behind
and
the
stuff.
cloud.
And here it's kind of the behind the scene, how we build the things. So I think it will be Behind My Cloud and match the YouTube channel name.
yeah.
So,
yeah. Behind the cloud. Yep.
And I have a logo for that also. So. What are we working on? Should I update the timeline? Oh yeah, that's me again. That's CB being impatient.
Definitely rains, Marcus. It's been a rainy week. It's been a hectic week.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It create. Okay, we'll keep that up because I want to have my experience point. Welcome to React. So I am following here the link that Jason provided using React in Visual Studio. So apparently React is a popular JavaScript library developed by Facebook. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, so we'll be using the Create React App Generator tutorial. Okay. And now create the blah blah blah. We'll give it another name, of course, or you can create the new React application by using this, where my app is the name of the folder for your application. Okay. So in SRC, oh yeah, we already started to create stuff in SRC, so we need to remove that thing.
Which thing? The whole part? The everything in this?
That was the TypeScript thing. So
yeah.
What we could do instead is move things around a little bit. Let's open the terminal. Not the terminal, the Explorer, since it will be easier to move things around. I think so. In the source folder, we will have our backend, front end, and we can put that as a like temp whatever folder that we will be deleting, but you know, just in case we need those files, since we spend a little bit of time. So I will create that thing. I will just call it temp, and I will move things inside that one. And now we'll go in that repository, and not the repository, in that folder, SRC, and I will create that new app. So if I go in my terminal, I will need to go in source SRC, and I will do a clear, and I will put that bigger. Bonjour, hi. Mr. Iras is joining us. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the cloud. How are you, my friend? How was your week? How was everybody's week? Mine was so good.
This is full for you. How many times have you streamed this week? Like, we had our usual stuff plus the all-around Azure Developers Guide to AI, which was 3 hours long.
Yeah, and just after
is this the fifth one for you this week?
I stream also on Wednesday. So for me, I streamed the 3 hours on Wednesday morning. And I after that had like 15 minutes, and then I streamed 2 hours and a half on this channel. And now, and Monday for the all around Azure, but just 4 times.
Yeah. 5 to 8 hours a day. Frank is programming. I don't think that's too much for a student. No way.
My family says I program too much, 5-8 hours, but is that really much as a software student? Frank is programming. So are you at school and an extra? You're programming 5 to 8 hours, or you're just getting started and you're extra?
Mm-hmm.
Or like 5 to 8 hours, it's a lot. You need to do something else. I agree that when you're I think honestly I was spending a lot of time on a computer as a student because I had my side project. I was calling that pet project. I was building stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another another time. Like when I start coding, internet was not there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was longer to make progress and do stuff. And for me, a lot of stuff was also in English, so I was losing a lot of time translating or things like that. But if you feel comfortable doing 5 to 8 hours, but I wouldn't do like 8 hours all the time, because if you're being at school for like 6-8 hours and then you're sleeping 8 hours, that left you 8 hours. You cannot spend all that time in front of a computer. You need to move. You need to do something. Otherwise, you will end up at 30 and you will have a lot of health problem.
Yeah, I think it's about finding balance. I think, if that's extra work you're doing on top of school, that's a lot. Find a good balance where you're still able to do some other stuff. Keep your mind flexible. Sounds like your family just misses you, though. Which I get. Sometimes I work on projects that I hide from my family or from the people in the house.
So 4 hours for school from 9 to 13. Like today also, Jason, it's with the pandemic, it's a little bit strange, right? It's different.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like target more the 5 than the 8. That would be my advice in the long term. Like if you want to have a blitz and say, this weekend I really want to publish that thing, and today I'm doing that, but then tomorrow, like I go play basketball with my friends, or I will just take a walk, or
fly
my drone, or whatever is your hobby. Then
I'm not great at this, but there needs to be like a day, I think, of the week set aside to prioritize something other than FaceTime or screen time.
You say, 5 hours. we're sharing our experience and advice, but like
Frank and I have a lot of gray hair, and I can give you lots of reasons why that is so.
Are you saying I have a lot of gray hair?
I'm not, sorry, Betty.
But you're wearing a hat, but I think you have a...
I told you, I do have a lot of gray hair. My hair was gray when I turned 21.
21?
Yeah. I was dyeing it back then. I didn't like it gray. But then after I got into my 30s, I gave up.
Do you think it's because you were dyeing that you damage your hair and now that's why it's gray? Not related that you're...
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was coming in gray, and I just wasn't ready for it. So I was dyeing it.
Oh, okay. You were dyeing it because you are not ready. I thought you are dyeing like purple and black and whatever, and
Yeah, no, nobody wants gray hair when they're in their early 20s, but there was. So.
And is it the thing in your family? Does your parents or sibling have also?
Kind of, but some of them that did start to gray early, they have more blondish or lighter hair, so you don't notice it as much. Oh. My hair is always pretty black.
Yeah, these days I have gray hair, but I'm happy I have hair.
That's true. Yeah.
So I have one side of my family with a lot of hair, and they turn white, and the other half of the family, they got bald very young. So I'm just hoping I will get... I want white hair. I want like a big white hair stuff. like, and it will be a big mess. When it's white, like, that's what kind of, you know,
Look like an
on
old
my
crazy professor.
yeah, like I want to be Einstein, just like not like smart as Einstein, but like the hair. Okay, let's get back. We're scrolling here. Squirrels. I've been squirrels. Playing the little Chickmunks song. By the way, should I keep what course on Udemy, for example? By the way, should I keep what's course on Udemy, for example? Want to learn OPP JavaScript? So look course. Yeah, sure. Udemy. There's course on Udemy. There's course on. There's a lot of free course on also on Pluralsight. What's the other one that is pretty cool? There's Udemy, there's Pluralsight, there's another one I forgot. On Pluralsight, there's some that are free. As a student, you could have a very, 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 very good discount, by the way.
It's harder to find a good series, but I almost always start by looking on YouTube and try to find some good free stuff there. And
it's true. It's true. There's a lot of content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so npx create React app, and then how do we call our front end Triavia? So npx and I'm in master. I should totally change branch. Let's go in dev. Oh, it didn't follow? Yeah, it did follow. It was free for 3 months for Microsoft developer site. It's possible. Caparino. Microsoft often does offer some kind of they do partnership and offer stuff. I know Pluralsight were offering stuff during the pandemic. I'm not sure I'm not sure if it's still available. So npx, and then we start create app. So the create React app is the tutorial, like it's a generator. So it's a tool that we have, and that's why like we don't need anything. And now we need to do that. So it will be Triavia UI or Triavia app, web app. And I should put the good name.
You're missing an I.
Triavia web app.
Yep. Web app or front end, either way. I think web app is better.
Well, it's just because front end we could have multiple stuff, so that's why I'm.
Yeah.
I love DOM in JavaScript. Cool. I learned to play with the DOM with jQuery back in the day. So now it's doing its magic. I never try a framework yet. Any suggestion? Well, Frank, we're just trying React. So there's different, depends on what you're talking about. Like, because in JavaScript, there's framework for the back end, there's framework for the front end. So here, our plan is to use a static web app. So we'll do that using the framework React. That's the framework we want to use. Congrats! Mr. Iros that just landed. So yeah, React. We picked React not because it's the best one or whatever. Like there's plenty. I think they are all good. It's just a preference, and we have no clue.
We're learning.
So we just pick one.
We pick the stuff we don't already know very well, which for me is a lot.
Yeah, and so there's other. So we will generate a static web app, and we'll be deploying that in Azure. as a static web app, and then our backend, our API, will be in Azure Functions. That's serverless in Azure. We'll also be building that in JavaScript using TypeScript and JavaScript. And looking this morning, I didn't know. I don't know much about JavaScript. That's why we do this stream, to learn and learn with you. There's also framework for the backend part, but I'm not sure like we should. I think with just TypeScript and Azure Function, like that should be just good enough for us right now. Otherwise, we'll have too many learning component in our stuff. Yeah. Sorry about that. I should have run it earlier. So any nice moment this week? Any something we should celebrate? I know all basic of JavaScript and PHP. Oh. But struggle using it in practice. Well, it only comes with code, so having your ideas of building project and applying those best practices, that's how you learn, Frank. There's no secret over there.
And screwing up a bunch.
Oh yeah, there's let me try to translate that. You're as strong as the sum of your mistakes. Mm-hmm. Or as smart as the sum of your mistakes.
Yeah.
Trying to translate a French expression.
I like it.
Like, if you do a project and you never fail, then you don't learn anything.
Yeah, I always use the would it be an analogy, metaphor? I don't know. That anybody who plays an instrument, like I play the guitar. And so I didn't just read a book and then grab a guitar and know how to play the guitar, nor did I just pick it up and know how to play it by somebody showing me something. I actually had to spend, at this point, years struggling, hitting sour notes, making a lot of really bad noises out of that guitar, hurting my fingers, giving up, starting over. And now actually
making people
I'm happy
around you
with
piss.
Yeah, exactly. It's really angering all my housemates or neighbors. But I would say it obviously gets easier as you learn what not to do. But yeah, I always like to just point out it takes a lot of screwing up to learn something.
I look like my cloud is holding his hat. That's a lot of activity over there.
It's a party. It's a parachute party.
Yay!
That's right, Marcus. You do get the fun of relearning it all because you forgot. Frank's talking about PHP. I haven't touched PHP in probably 8 years now. I don't think I'd be of any help if somebody asked for it.
I started in PHP. No, it's not true. My first job was PHP MySQL. My first job in IT, real. Was it? Mm-hmm. My first job.
That's cool.
Was it full time? I was still at school though, but I got hired for a programmer job, and it was PHP MySQL. And the fun part was I didn't know either PHP or MySQL.
I didn't either when I was when I started learning all of it. I was in support for a cloud company called Standing Cloud, and they had a lot of software that was PHP with MySQL backend, and that's where I learned it all.
I went in a company called New Vision to fix their network, configuring Samba server and something like that. And it was a robotic company doing programming robo for like like in shops. Let's say you're having like a saw robot or things like that, automation on the stuff. So it was new vision automation.
Yeah.
And the guy had the project, and he was like talking about this project while I was fixing the network. Hey, thank you for the following, Jit Esh. Oh, that's a hard to say. Pabrija. Welcome aboard. And so I was talking about this project he wanted to do for following the score of a hockey player in the junior leagues and stuff. And I told him, yeah, I think I could do that. And he said, oh yeah, how long could you do that? I said, I don't know, a month. Okay, I hire you.
Got it. Sold.
So that was my first job.
Nice. Also, hi, Surly Dev. I didn't mean to ignore you there. Good to see you. Welcome to the Friday morning.
Pub Ray J, welcome aboard. Thank you for the following. It's very, very appreciated. Very cool. Are we still installing stuff?
Looks like it.
Is it frozen? What's
I
happening?
hope you didn't need to sudo this.
Okay, still going. So that was pretty cool. So I built an application called Scorekeeper that is still used in many different arena and leagues. And because I was doing things like I was doing Flash back in the day, like as a side job. So I integrated Flash in there and thought, like square was too easy, so I did the interface in circle, like a hockey puck.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like all in like a circle, like like the design, the background was in circle, but like it was mostly to display statistics, hockey statistics, and like different games and things like that. And we had another, and it was all the database system, but that was my boss who built that interface. So like instead of having a pen and paper for like the people monitoring the game, say okay, this player did a goal at this time, having a pass with that person, it was then an application with a touchscreen screen. That part was done by my boss, and he wanted to display all those statistics.
Get some warnings.
Happy hacking. Look like we're...
Boom.
So npm start, npm run build. But that created the React thing. But we wanted TypeScript React. So I think... I think it's bad, Jason. That's not... After like 10 minutes, I just realized. 10-minute waiting that it,
Are you sure
it
that's
install.
not done? Are you
We
sure?
want TypeScript React, not just React.
I didn't know there was a difference.
What?
I didn't know there was a difference.
Well, yeah, because now, like, if we look at the code, if I open this and zoom the interface a little, so now we have our refresh.
Are you sure you're in the right? I don't think you're in the right directory. We need to get in TrueAvia web app.
Yeah, but that should... Okay, there it is. So that's all in React now. See, there's source and everything, but we want we want to code in TypeScript and then have TypeScript generate or React code.
Okay. I'm following you now.
CB, you've been annoying me. I think I will pause your stuff. No, it's good. Guns. I want to get to the habit of logging my stuff. Yeah. So
how often does it do that? Like every
10
15
minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean there's nothing bad about that. It's just that if we do that, then we won't learn TypeScript.
Right.
And I think we wanted to learn TypeScript, right? I think TypeScript will help us to have a better structure, because since we will have classes and stuff like that, we want consistency between the API and the front end. So having TypeScript will be easier to like share stuff and make sure that if we change something on one side, the other thing like break at the build, not later when someone tried to do something using the app.
Yeah. Okay. So TypeScript all the way around, front end, back end.
Sorry?
So we'd be using TypeScript for both the front end and back end and then for the front end, it will create the React.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
So here there's TypeScript. Oh, it's just TypeScript. I think that's the one we did last time, right? Yeah. So let's try.
Bonjour. Hi.
TBD Gamer is in the house. Welcome, sir. How are you today? How was your week? How it's going today? Well, it's going well. Today's going well.
I don't know if we're making any progress, but
we're
doing
going
stuff.
We're going in every direction at the same time. Well, it's not true. Like we have
a to-do list, but I don't know how good we are at staying on it.
Well, yeah, we are still building an app, right? That's the. Is it the one? Yeah. No, look. Oh, that's. That one is done, right? The set React environment.
Well,
apparently,
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of what we're working on, right? We haven't got it set up in the right way.
So I want to get started. React.js TypeScript. I think it should be the other way around.
React.
Oh, Pluralsight.
Yeah.
There's a course. Getting started with React and TypeScript, done by. That looked pretty cool. Let's add that to the notes. Oh, is it all? Huh. Interesting. So we could do that. What's the other one I found? Adding TypeScript. Adding TypeScript. So React. Oh, maybe. Oh, he left. I'm alone with the clouds. GT Sum is there. Jetsum. Hello. Welcome aboard. Hopefully, let's touch wood. Hopefully my environment doesn't crash today. On Wednesday,
Bonjour.
everything crashed.
Hi.
Hey, how are you, my friend? dancings. Oh, who's up as a copper bird with the popcorn? That's nice. Oh, is it a new thing, Surly Dev? Are you adding now random icons when you're dropping? I didn't notice if it's been a while. So Jason, like I found 2 tutorials, and
Sweet.
both start with the same line that we had.
Oh,
no,
so we did it right.
TypeScript. Ah, so we were so close.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So
well.
I found this one, and it's using. So I found one on, like we were talking earlier about Pluralsight and how, like. So we have here a tutorial getting started with React and TypeScript. 15 minutes to read, like a lot of viewers and stuff. So that could be interesting. And I forgot who, but apparently a free weekend on Pluralsight. So Frank is coding. You should definitely have a look if you're still around. You should definitely have a look to that. And the other one was on the React, create React app dev. So like the generator we're using, they have a website. I didn't know about it. And they have also a tutorial where they apparently, I think it's less complete than the other one. So I think we're better with the one on Pluralsight. And I'll already add that to the notes. So I will delete the folder we just create. Oh, that would be long again, right?
Is it gonna...
we need this thing.
Right. What about... Well... Do you think it's gonna take as long as it did to do that?
I don't know.
Should I go make some breakfast?
You can if you want. Oh man.
Maybe it won't take as long.
Magic
I
thinking.
I wouldn't delete the other stuff just yet though.
Well, I could rename it.
Yeah.
Just in case. So we want this. Okay, let's do this and let's do clear. So I get on the top of my screen. I'll move that thing also a little bit to the left. So now I want to take the previous line, but then I want the okay, so this one I will close it. We're following this. So anyways, -- TypeScript, right? npx create React app my blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. And so that's like a flag for that specific template.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Whoop. Okay. And let's do it. I like the background of that terminal window. Is it WSL? It is WSL. It's an image that I found. I like dark background when I'm programming. Mm-hmm. Though maybe I need to change the theme a little bit because that purple here, it's kind of hard to read. But I prefer dark background. Jason has an awesome background. The other day you were showing me, like it's a animated GIF, I think. That was pretty cool.
I should send you that GIF.
Yay!
Okay, well, a lot of people land. That's pretty cool. So Cloudies, share with us, what was your celebration moment of the day? What was your thing you're happy about this week? At least that thing happened, or that thing was done, or something like that. For me, I honestly had a great moment doing the all-around Azure and AI in French. That was cool. It made me discover different speakers that I didn't know in French. Like I knew them like because of that event, but see them presenting and stuff like that. That was a nice moment, and I was happy the community was very active. So it was a good moment. I was happy about that. So TBD say 40 years old, never got a trophy. I got an MVP award for my karate test. What?
Karate.
Karate. You got an MVP award for your karate test?
Frank, I emailed you that image I used for my background, plus another one that I really like.
Thank you, sir. You want me to look at it?
I don't know. We got time to show people how to adjust their background images in Windows Terminal.
I want to read also someone else share his good moment of the week. It was Code with Sean. I gave my microservices talk to a user group in Phoenix last night. It was 12th time giving that talk since June. Whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah, nice.
And TBD, I want more details about like your MVP award and like how most viable project for karate test. Like I want to know. I don't follow. Is it karate like martial arts, or is karate some kind of a test framework?
Oh, I took it as the martial arts.
Well, I that's how I took it. But then like, what's the link with MVP?
It's this new JavaScript framework. You never heard of that, Frank?
It could be. You never know. There's like every second there, every 5 minutes there's a new JavaScript framework.
There is.
There's a bunch of stuff.
MVP.js.
So the 40s. Did you just get 40 TBD also? So you got 40s, you got MVP, and then you got an award like a karate test. Was it your all victories? Is it what I mean? I understand now. I tested my orange belt the other week. And they gave me an award for how well prepared. That's cool. Definitely. Yeah, that's nice. Congrats. That's pretty cool.
Excellent job.
Excellent. Yeah. Apparently.
Feels good.
And you got MVP also this week? No. MVP is supposed to be every beginning of month, right? Or maybe it wasn't a Microsoft MVP. He's not a Microsoft MVP. That's different. Okay. Call it with Chung. He's like, no, he's not. Like, Code with Sean is an MVP. Oh.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, if I was to ever, if I could go back and do things again, would I ever go down the MVP path? Frank, you were an MVP, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know that understanding what I know about it, I don't know that I would. But convince me otherwise.
I'm before that.
Why do you do it? Why do people?
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get there?
I will share that in 2 seconds. Before, I just want to share your image.
Oh, we'll work on the terminal. Yeah, that's more important for sure.
Oh, that's fine. Like, we're waiting, so we can chit chat.
Yeah,
so that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. That's cool.
Yeah,
right?
That one's actually my favorite
Cloudies,
one.
what do you think? It's pretty cool.
Much.
There's a Guitar Hero vibe in it.
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm.
And the other one was this.
Yay!
That one I really like also.
Yay!
The girl coding with the clouds. See, because there's clouds in that one. I'm sure you never noticed the clouds, and that's the first thing I spot.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using right now.
Yeah. The other day, Jason was sharing his screen on a call, and I noticed that right away. Right away.
Well, you're welcome to use it.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. Did I miss something in the chat?
Good with Sean. Okay. Already active in the community. Awesome. Run a user group. Do presentations, teach. Yeah.
Other reason for
makes sense. So it's just stuff you're already kind of doing. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my to learn, I create stuff and things like that, and I then create documentation, because a really good way to master what you have just learn is kind of synthesize or summarize them in a post or a video or something like that. So that's what I was doing, and then with time, people found my source, start reading it, and I was pulling like event and stuff like that. And so being an MVP means you're super active in the community.
Right.
So
you're already kind of there. It's not like, I'm sure people set out to become MVP, but it seems like a lot of the people that do that are already doing these things. Like they already have a genuine interest and investment and effort around community.
Yeah, I think the good way to see that is you are an MVP and you get award. So
yeah,
you maybe funnel a little bit your effort to like you will have your effort like that award, because you don't it's not a title, it's an award. It's like an Oscar and all those things where hey, good work for the past 12 months. And now if you want to keep it,
that's a better way to think of it.
And you don't keep it, you've been renewed, like you win another one and another one and another one and another one. And it's true that after the first one, it's a little bit easier, because since you are an MVP, you're a little bit more exposed. Maybe the company you work for is aware of that, so it helps a little bit. But you still need to share and code and do all those things. So for me, I was doing all that, and then Microsoft told me, hey, it's not exactly how everything went, but they say, hey, how about you do exactly what you're doing, but we'll pay for you. We'll pay you for doing it. And I was like, well, why not?
Let's talk.
Okay,
cool. That helps.
But being a cloud advocate, as you know, Jason, is way more than just sharing the code. So
yeah.
But it's definitely need 1 or 2 ounces or passion. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
But yeah, so
cool.
MVP are a great family, and it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, everybody I've met from that community within the community.
It's very, awesome. very friendly. It's a very tight community.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was split in country a little bit more. So the Canadian community was really tight, and I like that today it's global. I think it's
right. It's better.
It's better. It could be harder.
Look, it's
because
just,
you were used to my family is for me I'm Canadian, so it was like my Canadian family, and all the MVPs are my friends, but my family was Canadian MVP. But no, it make more sense that
it's a global thing.
Yeah, it's global. But yeah, it got time to some MVP found that part a little bit more hard. I don't know for you, Kodwichan. You've been an MVP for a while, I think, right, Kodwichan?
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, and just I feel like our team is pretty good about.
Could be nice if Microsoft came to me. Don't wink at me. Carrier.microsoft.com. I was also very active in the Microsoft partner. I was building partner and stuff like that. Okay, so success. Created Triavia web app at blah 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 blah. Inside that directory, you can run several commands. So I'm reading that section here. I should zoom. Wow, this is big. No, I was so close. Oh, I missed the happy hacking. Okay. So in that directory, you can run several commands. The npm start, that will start the server, right? That would run our project. The npm run build, that will just compile the stuff for the static. Okay. I thought, okay. Maybe we'll need to look, because I think in npm you could customize the build command, because I thought to build we want the TypeScript to build. So remember it was I forgot the command, but it was txp or something like that, like to
TSC.
Yeah, TypeScript compiler to kind of compile. So maybe the npm run, we'll look at the config. I'm assuming that TSC is like, you know, the run build is mapped to that command. Like, I'm expecting that. We'll dig into it. npm tests, run tests. How do you say test in plural? Tests. So many s's.
Tests.
But there's no so here, so start a test. That's the test runner. Yeah, we should have tests. That could be, but of course not today. It's not part of the to-do.
Add it to the backlog.
Run eject. I don't know eject what it is. Remove this tool and copy build dependency configuration file and script into an app directory. You can't go back. Okay, so we don't want to run that thing.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds like, don't do that. We suggest that you begin by typing cd to npm start. Okay? I want to, before we do that, I would like, I think, to do the, we'll definitely go in the Triavia folder, right? And I will shut down this code here, and I want to open it in that specific folder. And Jason, after that, I will push that in GitHub, so you will be able to, all the work we do today, you will have it also on your side.
Cool. Yeah, I synced this morning to get up to speed.
Oh, like that will be, that's right now it's running in the dev branch, but depending on how far we are, we could maybe merge. Oh, you know what? Like to-dos. To-dos. To-do.
We finish our environment.
Yeah, to-do done. 1. And
it only took an hour and 40 minutes.
Come on, we have fun. We add fun. And what is it? Build the app is also done, but we're not sure yet. So let's start Stu. And I'll just update the time log. Okay, so we are in that project. We should do something like this first. Come on. And change to a favorite color, and I want to go with React Blue. Okay, so if we go, I think it's, I don't know where it is. Definitely not in public. So readme, what's readme? Oh, uh-oh.
We found the instructions.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't want that.
No, we're not.
Let's not try that then.
Break CB.
CB will be complaining. Package.json? No, that's the... Okay. Okay, so package.json So here there's some...
Sean has a suggestion.
read the manual, Frank. Yep. Until my... Oh, though, no, I can't. Because... can I? I think I can because I'm running in the... I should totally do save before trying that. But I'm running on Linux. I'm not that stupid, guys. Sometimes I'm, you know, like little put bubble of genius for a temporary, you know, upgrade, a buff, temporary buff, like in games. Yeah, so here there's script for the start, the build, React script build. But that's not TypeScript. I don't feel like I don't see anything TypeScript.
How many source directories do we have now?
I don't know. Whoop. There it is. Okay. Okay. So this will create a new folder, blah, blah, blah. That will be your new project. Will take a few minutes, no kidding. While npm install their requirement dependency. Okay. So now you can start using TypeScript out of the box. Now you can start using TypeScript out of the box simply by renaming your JavaScript GX. Okay. File. Okay, so what's GS is renamed TS and GSX renamed TSX?
Looks like it. Is it just the index or like the example there, or are there more files like that that need to be renamed?
I don't know. Save. What is save of which you speak? Oh, save is is the CB command. So if I type in the chat save, then it will take like all the drops of the day, the notes, and generate a file. it does a backup, right? It should, if I go back here, close a few file, I should have in here, no, in here. So see, we have the notes and everything. So every 10 minutes, it backups stuff. So we have the reminder, we have the to-dos. So like C1 is done, 2 is in progress. Yeah. Or maybe it doesn't like...
I'm in chat, so I told them that they were coming back.
Sorry, I'm back. Maybe it doesn't like when I switch...
It went to a commercial.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't like when I switch like a virtual desktop. There's something that make... The good thing is my terminal didn't stop, so...
Huh.
It's just sad because I will lose a lot of viewers. Because some people won't. Well, that way it was short. Anyway.
Well,
I don't do that to become famous.
I crashed. My whole computer crashed as I'm trying to present the keynote on Wednesday, so I feel like
I remember that. Yeah, Jason, so what?
You came up fast.
While I'm trying to understand that, why don't you share your good moment, your victory of the week? What was your moment? That, could be a little thing.
Yeah. There's a couple things. Last night, well, I would say also the Developers Guide to AI event on Wednesday was fun. For the first time in a while, even though we stream all the time, for the first time in a while, I kind of had like the same nervous jitters that I used to get like going to an event and either being an MC or giving a talk or whatever. So like my my shirt was just sopping with sweat by the time we were done. I was exhausted cognitively. I had to like crash. Sean, I didn't give the keynote. I just actually pushed play on my computer for a keynote video that was pre-recorded from a couple other people on the AI team. Because
this event, so AKMS.R on Azure AI, it was an event that was happening in 3 different time zones. So Japan first, then Europe, then America. And I was the host for the Europe section. It was in French, and Jason was the host for the American one.
Yes, I'm not a dual speaker like you, but yeah, it was that was fun, and I thought it went really well. We had some really good feedback, so that was probably the main highlight of the week. And then last night I finally like worked on some hands-on projects. I'm building a DIY teleprompter situation with a monitor I have and some foam board and. So that was nice. It was fun. I felt like I could build something with my hands by the end of the night last night.
Let me find that video I was talking to you about.
The one that blew up my computer?
No. The one about that guy with the setup and he hacked his teleprompter. Though he's showing his great teleprompter, and I think you want to do something similar to that. And I think he's referring from that video. He's referring another video where he explained how he built that teleprompter craziness. But I like the guy. He's working. His channel is all about photography and camera and stuff, but he did a few video where he share like how to build like a one stand where like you have a light set up like he called that the one stand kind of a streamer setup or whatever. Forgot his name. I'm just scrolling to my subscription on YouTube. And apparently I'm following a lot of people because it takes forever.
Did we we lost our, you might have to restart your to-dos.
Oh no.
Since
okay.
We crashed.
Oh yeah, we'll need to do a load. So what I need to do is, and now I'm afraid to swap. You know what, let's do this and bring this guy, come on, in the other screen so I don't need to swap again. And pissed. Maybe it's that, maybe it's not that. So if we do a load, it will load this environment. So that's what I want to load. So we'll take this thing, we'll put it in stream session, make a save, and now I could do just load. It loaded. But it didn't refresh the to-do. I don't understand why. The to-do are there. And the to-do are supposed to be loaded at the... That's strange. Never mind. I don't want to duplicate the to-do, so I won't do it right now, Jason. But
yeah, don't worry. No matter.
I want to find that. I find it. We'll pause the video. Oh, it's an ad, so we'll play the video on mute to remove the ad. It's a Lego ad though, but I have that ad so many times. So that's the video. So he showed how to build that setup, like where he got like a big light, like his teleprompter, he got 3 camera, and like, there's a lot of stuff happening there. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, show me that link. That'll be yeah, probably this weekend's project is I'm gonna rearrange things in here, make it a little easier to do multiple things.
Okay. So here. So now you can start using TypeScript out of the box by simply renaming. So we need to rename all those .js by ts.
How many are there?
Like apps.
Isn't it just the index? Oh, there's app. Yeah.
3,
Well,
4, 5. There's 5 files.
Some of those, I've been watching some React tutorials, just videos. I haven't actually like sat down and done anything. And almost always after the files are all created, people go back and start deleting some of the generated files. Anyway, I guess the moral of this story is I don't know we need all of those files, but probably no harm in just renaming them.
Well, like if we rename them.
Yeah, I mean that's what it says.
Let's follow the tutorial,
read them in.
right? So we'll follow the tutorial.
This is where I get into trouble. I start thinking instead of just reading the instructions.
Yeah, so let's. I didn't see any GS6. Did you see any GS6?
No, I bet there's
So let's
3 or 4 JS.
Yeah. So it was
2, 3, 4.
rename was TS, right?
Yes, TypeScript.
And this F2 TypeScript, and here F2 TypeScript, and here okay, so now we have all the GS renamed TS in source. Public, I think that's our output. And let's in module, I don't think we need anything else. Okay, so that's done.
Yeah.
And then a move. Oh, okay, that's how. Oh, is it all?
Bonjour. Hi.
That's what I was saying, that they only show the index, but I think there's other files. But when you look at the tutorials that I was watching earlier, like people typically delete everything except for the index.js file before they get started with their own. So I think we're good, but we may not need some of those other files in there.
Okay. Hello, TT. Welcome aboard. Let's do a time. Let's do setting up TypeScript stuff. As you modify your project file, the app will auto reload immediately. Oh, because we. Oh, because here it does.
I think that just means in general, once we're running it and we can look at it in the browser.
Information had TypeScript, existing React project, C blah blah blah. Type the checklist text test. One issue that I currently not have been resolved in creating your test, but we don't have tests, so we don't care. So this will run the TypeScript watch mode. The -p, that's again for the test. So we'll need to create a new here, but where do you do you have a GitHub repo, dude, so we can check where like here it's just like I don't know where the file are, you know what I mean?
Well, there aren't that many files to change, right? That got scaffolded out. Is it just the index?
Oh, available in GitHub. vanilla. I don't understand what he's saying. That's not helping, dude. I think I should start creating documentation. Okay, let's try to where were we? So we did that part. We did that part. Yeah, we're here. So to ensure that the type are checked, you can add this additional npm script. Dude, where? I'm assuming this is in the I don't know where it is. I'm assuming it's in the build.
It's the look down
node.
just a little further. Isn't it the tsconfig.test.json?
No, I think this will be in the package.json file. Like remember I saw the test earlier? Oh no, here. Here, something like that. I think we need to change those things. Instead of being React script start, it will be TSP something something. Diddy is asking, what's the point of this application? What's for it? So today we're just building a dummy app, very simple app. We don't care about the app. We just want to build something using the TypeScript and the React and try to deploy that in Azure. The goal is to build a trivia game to play while streaming, so with you. But we're not there yet. So we're just learning like the basic stuff about the React thing. So that's what we're trying to do today. And it's our first React TypeScript app ever. So we're very confused.
It's going well.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we don't have any tests. So let's skip that part. And we could always ask our colleague or read. So you will be working on your teleprompter this weekend. I may read on TypeScript. So this will run TypeScript compiler directly in watch mode. Okay. Okay, you'll create this file in the root of the project. Okay, so here we have it, in the root of the project.
Yeah.
So we are at the root of the project. That's the root. So I'll create a new file. We'll call that this. And now in it, I will put that. And one thing also, you know what, Jason? One thing, I think in our previous attempt, we had a nice config and we had a few things that was pretty cool. The one I'm thinking about is the configuration that doesn't let run if there's a compiler. I think it was uncommit, no error.
Oh, right. That's right.
And the source map through. So I think we want those two things.
Don't we still have that sitting somewhere?
Well, that's strange. Like the code he gave us doesn't work. See, like that thing? It's an error. Shouldn't be there. So like, yeah, apparently that tutorial is not great. I hope is
Well,
yeah, see that's not.
you talking about the comma at the end of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Okay, so that's this, and
Well,
we had.
I guess we got ideas for new content.
Yeah.
Blog post.
Let's not change anything else. Oh, it was compiler options. Though maybe we were not in the compiler option. Were we in the compiler option?
I think so.
No. So here instead we should be in compiler option, and then we open a new object.
Oh, you're right.
And we'll move that here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. So let's save that. And now we say hey npm. Okay, so now he's starting that command. Damn it. Where do we put that thing?
Put what thing?
Oh, because he said then like, so like this is, so he's saying this is the TypeScript command, right? The tsconfig file.
Mm-hmm.
And say now you can run this command, but that's a command.
Don't we need test.ts with that very first snippet?
Yeah, but
the scripts.
Where that goes, that's what I'm not sure.
Oh, well, in the
think
second
it goes
snippet
in-
there, I can't tell either. Just it's like src slash. I don't know. I have to see the files again.
See example folder. So I go in example folder. And I check the vanilla. So I think it's in package.json. See, the script is different. Like the package.json is totally different.
Yeah. Is that what's ours look like?
Like for us, the script start, build, watch. It's all about.
Right.
Bonjour. Hi.
Hey, Mortal Box, welcome aboard. Oh, thank you. See, I was right.
Yeah.
It's in package.json.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's like those things. That's what we want, and we could add the test that he made
I
us.
see. Right.
So if I go in package.json like this now, that's bad. That was React. But it's not bad, but we
not
don't
gonna
want to use React. We want to use TypeScript. And so now we could add this command thing. Okay, so let's go back in GitHub. So I was looking at that is GitHub. So interesting. Adjust developer application using React and Node. 3 things for 3GS library. Very powerful, by the way. Now I want to migrate this app from JavaScript to TypeScript and get all the type. Oh yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome. Maybe you can help us
And
figures
maybe
a
we
lot of
can
this
help
stuff
you.
out. Yeah.
That's what.
Collab.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so so we have now that command set up. We have this part in our config. So I think we're ready to run this command.
Is CB ready?
Let's do a save.
Also,
Data is saved.
just in case we crash, we'll be right back.
Well, I'm running in Linux, so it shouldn't be a problem. So npm run.
Famous last words.
Sorry?
Every time something goes wrong, usually right before that, I said to myself, "This should be fine. This won't. This is fine." It wasn't. Then it wasn't fine.
Okay, npm run and then test tsc. Starting compilation mode. Watching compile starting. I don't know what's happening.
TypeScript's compiling.
If your terminal command prompt support split output, that make it easier to follow both commands. Okay.
Gotcha. So that one's just gonna sit there like that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
apparently.
All right.
Well, that's fine. Like we could always open. We have the console at the bottom of the screen. It's just that I feel here I could make it bigger and stuff instead of being in the bottom of the screen. That's why I'm using that terminal. But you know, in Visual Studio Code, you have also a terminal.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I go back in my history, I have a. Cool, and now I need to go in. What are my options? SRC. And then what are my options? Triavia. Web app. Okay, so what else? What else? So adding the type checking support, test compile TypeScript, blah blah blah. Getting started from scratch. What? I thought we had getting started from scratch.
Install npm. Step 1.
Yeah, npm. What the is happening here? While CARA, what's that mean? I don't know. Out of create React app. That's the thing we use. Provide out of the box an experience for working with React and TypeScript with common React tools. I love the big drop. The sounds is incredible. Common React tooling. Sometimes it's necessary to start from scratch. If could be considered all in one box tools, then you can think approach. The other approach is in this guide is to build adding additional tooling abstraction. Nicely start. Do we want that? Much on landing. Oh, so it's getting colder on your side, mister?
It's cold in the clouds.
Oh, maybe I should put a sun behind you or something like that. Or put you in a sun like in the Teletubbies. So just
that would be good. I can change my lighting so that like it's right here on my head.
To create a new TypeScript project with React support, start by installing React DOM, TypeScript, blah 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 blah.
We don't need to start from scratch, right? We have everything.
I don't know. Okay, so in index ts6 file, we could do this thing here. I feel like we're just like fucking doing stuff. Damn it. Ah!
So,
What issue are you facing?
yeah.
I don't know how to start.
We're really just trying to get things started, but also,
Okay.
aren't there? I feel like there's a slight concern that we can't just run npm start as is, right? Because that may mess with your bot. But
No.
we're in a different environment now. That's right. Okay, so there's no concern there.
No, because I'm running in Linux. I'm in WSL.
Right.
This is not my computer. Like this is WSL environment.
Exactly. Okay, so there's no harm there of just running the npm command
Exactly.
start. But we haven't done that yet.
So it was in. Was it? It's in which file? So in index tsx. Do we have index tsx? No, we don't. Okay, source index ts. What's the difference between ts and tsx? Did we cover that? Do we know that?
I don't think I've seen anything that talks about that.
Yay! Yay!
TSX looks like it's specific to React.
Okay.
Just for embedding JSX elements.
Yeah. Okay. Bunch of lens. And we have only 15 minutes.
Wow.
So let's create an index.
Is our notes working? If I drop a link in the note?
Yep.
This might be a good reference for us to just keep handy in general.
Okay. So in that index.tsx, I'll see there's the little React logo here.
Oh yeah, now we got it. Where'd
So
that come
that command dumb reader, that look like React, because if I look before, remember that was GS, so that was pure. Before we rename all the JavaScript by TS,
from?
that was React, right? And it was like this. So okay, so now and then we need also a app tsx. And I think what we're creating now will generate the file we want. So here, now we need a new app called app tsx, and we'll paste this command in it. So a constant called app, and it's hello React from scratch. Should put that in quote because it's not really from scratch. And then we can now add some npm script. Okay, I think we already have that. So tsp dot and dot dash w. I think we already have those in the package. Yep.
Is it using the .p? Oh, yeah,
Okay. Now we could run npm build. Let's try that.
Fingers crossed.
You're that worried? Cannot find the TS config.
Oh, Frank. That might be me. Did it run? No. Errors.
No, it says it doesn't found the file. Oh yeah, because the config file we had is tsconfig test.json. So let's rename that and let's remove that line because I really don't understand. Like, I think it's the same, the watch and that thing. So I will remove that line. Come on, triple click should make the line cool. And now I remove this like that. And I want to rename my file here like it's supposed to be. Voila. Okay, so now while Jason is holding his breath,
Need some like suspenseful music playing right now.
something crashed.
On perf entry. Report webvitals.ts. What is that?
I don't know.
SRC, there it is, report webvitals.ts.
Could it be because we already have those file that exists and it's confusing because that's TypeScript?
Maybe, because remember when I said like every tutorial I see, like people will scaffold this out and then they immediately delete the app.ts and the index.css file and the logo.svg.
Yeah, so any TypeScript, I will rename it with a duck backup and set up, update the no, rename, nope. Nope. Okay. And I'm not sure, like, TypeScript right now, like, I'm not sure we need that. All right. Hey, thank you for the following, Ryan. Super appreciated. So that's funny. So, like, the test was include, like, extend our config file.
How do you mean?
Like that was the config file, you know, the config.test, whatever,
right.
And like it's extend the file. Like look like if it was building in modules. Say, hey, like this is a file, and like you had that file too. Let's remove that. And the onPref entry. So 11 error. So rendering apps. Cannot use GSX unless the flag is provided. That tutorial may definitely not be the best, Jason.
No. missing something important, or just not clear enough?
How did you create the project? Yeah, we use the CRA utility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the exact command we ran, I think, right? npx create react dash template.
That's what we did.
TypeScript. Yeah. I feel like now that we've renamed all those / gotten rid of some of the default things, let's try again.
Well, I could use the GSX file, like the flag. I mean, right? I could use this and then do the -- GSX. GS.
Have you tried it since you renamed those files .back?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, you did. I missed that. Okay. Is this going to run indefinitely too? Nope.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't like, cannot use. So this thing. Oh, the -- GS6 is maybe in my. It's here maybe. Like in the TS whatever. Like it should be like -- GSX. It's confusing to have. I don't know. I think it was not a good tutorial, Jason. I think it's bad.
Okay. Well, but at this point, do we need it anymore?
Well, we want to compile the thing, right? Now we cannot do anything.
And we look at the error log, the error again.
Yeah. Well, let me. Okay, I save this file. Save this file. So here it's complaining. Cannot use GSX unless. Oh, it's here. Is it because I put comma here? If I remove the comma, is it still complaining? Cannot use GSX unless the flag is provided. Quick fix. Enable in your configuration file.
Config.json.
Oh, it was that.
Can't run with. Did you add that or take it out? I missed it.
Oh, I went too fast, sorry. So what I did, it's right now it's building, okay? So I just start the build command, but what I did is in the ts config file, by doing the control dot on the error, Visual Studio add this line that I'm highlighting here, GS6
is that the quick fix?
React. Yeah, so it update our config file. So right now in the console, it's compiling, but we still have an error.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Got a couple landers in there. All right. Well, that's good. Right here at the 11th hour, we got it to compile.
Yes and no. We didn't.
It's riddled with errors.
Cannot find namespace React. Yeah, so expecting. Yeah. Okay. So like see this and this, if we compare to the version backup, like I had a bunch of imports and then I have React random blah blah blah. So I think, and here it's React random and something else, and there's the app here. So I'm pretty sure I need those import file.
We got a suggestion in chat.
You need to import the React first in your index. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I was following the tutorial, but the tutorial, I feel like they assume a little bit too much.
Definitely, they kind of
like, you know what to do. Like, no, I'm getting started. Right? So,
right, exactly.
And here, import from this folder, but that folder doesn't exist.
What?
So import report vitals from web. So I'm not sure what's that thing. And import app, but app is from app. But app doesn't exist right now. That's the problem. It says, okay, I'm not sure. We'll let those error. So let's, in this one, we need to do some import logo.csv. Did we have a logo.csv?
It's there, but that's one of those are the ones I was telling you that all the videos I was watching, those are the files that people almost always delete because they're just like default placeholders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so here they are using the logo and blah 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 blah. Here we don't, so we don't need it.
Well, once we start making our own stuff, we won't want the logo. But for now, just to see something, we should leave it all, I would think.
Yeah. So cannot find the name React. That's strange. So function app and default export app. I think we need that line.
Did you? Can you look at the index.tsx file real quick for me?
See, so
okay,
import,
so
to be able to import, we need to export. So we need that. We need that line. So see now that this is fixed. And report web vital, I'm not sure what's that thing. I think I saw that.
That like got self-created when we hit our first error.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, it was like a log.
Okay, but we don't need it.
I wouldn't think so, but
like I think it could be a tool that we will enjoy using, but right now. Okay, so now we don't have any error. No, we still have that. Cannot find the name React.
Did we import it at the beginning of the?
And app TS6 in app here I didn't have any, like it was import logo and import CSP, and there it was function app. return blah blah blah. But here and here, this is how what's the good word for that? Not abstract, but like that's also, it's the same code, right? Function equal blah blah blah. You're creating a function. Is it missing curly brackets? I don't know. So we could try. Ultimate course. Microsoft, cool. If it's Microsoft, can it be bad, right? Can it be that bad?
At least we know we can track down who to go talk to.
See, that's way better right away, right? Say, hey, you could do it with NPX or Yarn. Expect this, and they explain what it is. Like I know right now the UI of the web page is screwed up because I zoom with my tools, but like that's now do this, and now TypeScript like do this. That's a bit more clear.
This one's using Yarn.
But that's just another tool too.
All right, here we got another link.
That's on the Microsoft. See, same thing. Say, hey, like that's your structure. Okay, so you could have, so that thing, like we could have different configuration depending on our environment. So that's something we'll definitely have, right? We'll have like our dev environment where you could deploy locally and prod to deploy like in Azure or something like that.
Yep.
And I'll have Git in it, like that's good. So we'll definitely have that thing in the notes.
There's another link in chat too.
Oh, you wanna check it?
Yeah, it's good. It's a TypeScript documentation.
Alright. Okay, so that's what we did. Right, let me zoom it a little bit. So that's what we did. Cool. And then npm install save TypeScript. See, we didn't do that. So add TypeScript to an existing. So here you create the project, like the React app, and here like you kind of inject the TypeScript in it. Look like adding like type node and blah blah blah. Though we don't need node in our case. Okay, so now that we did simplify our stuff, let's clear this. No. That's two different ways to do it. Okay, don't do both. Okay. Okay, it was like, so this is like do it with the tool, the one in all tools, all in one, and this is like how to get from scratch. Yeah, okay, see, second, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool. So what's the, still have an error, damn it. And it's still complaining about. So module cannot find namespace React.
Is it because if you look at your file, don't you have a couple empty lines on one of the
maybe I need to
JSON?
do a npm build or npm install or npm something?
Well, in this file here, the app.tsx, are those just empty space lines, 1 and 2 at the top?
TT is saying, like I just test looking at like at what you did and like it's working like a charm. Screw you. Okay, so
No,
you know what,
look,
TT?
look.
Like, what do you have on your side?
So, Frank, though, right here in this file, app.tsx,
Yeah.
the lines 1 and 2, they're blank.
Yes.
Is that okay? That doesn't cause a problem? Like, why not just move that line 3 up to line 1?
Oh, that that's not a problem. In JavaScript, like blank line or just ignore.
Okay, even in TypeScript and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you could put blank line and just to get structure, it's okay.
Well, I noticed in the error it said something about void. So like it was reading a empty space or something.
Is complaining. I feel like maybe I need to compile stuff. So did you say just tested live watching you? So first is to create. Okay.
Can I see the error again?
I feel like this is cannot find React, but it's a div. So I feel like maybe I could close Visual Studio and reopen it. Could be that. So let's do that. And we'll just do code again. Oh, and we went overtime.
We did. Time flew once again.
When we had fun. Jojo, coding exercises. Welcome aboard. Yep. Yeah, it's not true. Not 53 minutes. It's way more than that. It's just that we crashed. So see now it's
our
not
usual
complaining
halftime
anymore.
crash.
Oh no, initializing. So. OBS crashed. And I think it doesn't like when I'm switching virtual desktop. Because I was just flipping in different virtual desktop. That's why maybe it crashed. So right now it's... We could run... So right now I'm not... Yes, I am in the good folder, right? Yes. I could run just TS6. TSC, TS6, right? No, compiler, TS6, TS6. I just changed my bot so there's always be at least one bot screen dropping at a time. Cool. Okay, so still the same error. So while it's reading the index TS, cannot find React. So it doesn't find React.
Yeah.
But we have in the package, we have React, right? React is here. Maybe we need to do a npm install or npm something.
I feel like this has been done so many times we should have all the packages we need.
I don't know. Looks like he's doing a bunch of stuff here. Check in the node module folder if it's already installed. Yep. I feel like it should be because it downloaded forever earlier, right? Yeah, we have tons of shit over there. Oh, but do we have React? Wow. Wow, no kidding why I was long. Wow, we
Make sure our get ignore. Well, actually.
Up. So... Yeah, React.js, React. So npm t is required to peer TypeScript 2.8 dev 4. Okay, so now if I retry that, oh. Same error.
Definitely doesn't like that div thing either. So really, Dev's got some raid suggestions for us.
For the show, going for the show. Cool. Oh yeah, it's just that I was looking for having at least the app running, right?
It's just how this week's gone.
Okay. Because the TypeScript thing was working, and now it's just the React.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't stop right now.
Gotta go at some point.
Yeah, at some point. Getting hungry here.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
What happens? What else could we put there where that div is?
Well, we could do it this way instead. You know.
No more meetings with Frank. This is our last thing today, I think.
What?
Surely Dev was saying that.
No, I don't know. On Friday, I don't have any more meetings.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Frank and I kind of do this for fun. We're even encouraged not to have calls on Fridays. But I got to go work on my podcast and work on video edits for all around Azure and a million other things.
React, blah, blah, blah. Installing.
Yay!
Ooh, nice land, Fred of the cat.
Oh boy. I know one cat who would be happy. Let her know, sorry Dev. So here it says to configure our TSC config. That we did.
Yep. Got JSX React in there.
And other value for our React Native, if you want React Native, and preserve.
It's a
If you
JSX
want
factory.
to keep the GS6 as is. Preserve makes sense if you want to compile it later with Babel. Oh, like, are we just adding another thing? If you want to use TypeScript and GS6 with library like React, Vue, Dojo. Okay, so we need to use this command. The GS6 factory H. This use respectively virtual DOM implementation of say library H instead of React create element. Oh, maybe we need that.
Throw it in there, see what happens. YOLO.
At this point, right?
Yeah, we're 18 minutes over, so let's go down and fire.
And then I was saying that TypeScript support ES module notation. You can import React with import React as React. But writing... What?
Yeah, we're doing it right. Well, there's two ways to import it, but the
Okay.
second one is the one we are currently using and is right.
It's a bit nicer, mostly because you can import React feature. Okay. To make it work, you need to set both allow setting default and bomb. Okay, let's add those two things too. We use React for client-side development. That's why we need to import some library to support this. In our case, we import ES as an baseline ES feature and DOM. Okay, so we need again to specify those things. Let's add those two. I don't think we need the DOM yet, but whatever. Decorator.
There's no harm in having that stuff in here, right?
Why don't you use the React template? The TS template. React TS template. Because it was not there.
I don't remember seeing one.
Like QB2, there was no, like, we used the template create app TypeScript thing, and it was not there, so that's why I'm not using it.
Here's the steps. Yeah, we did that. CDN, yeah.
So compiler experimental decoration true. I'm not willing to go. Okay, so we had a few things. I'll make sure everything is saved.
Do we need to
Still complaining about that thing.
remember how there's two things running? Do we need to go back and like kill one of those terminals?
Like the other one is
Oh, it crashed. All right.
not crash. I stop it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. But here it's still complaining. So now it's complaining I cannot find name H. And that's, I'm assuming this.
It's looking at app dot.
So specify GS6 factory
Jeez.
function to use when targeting the
Oh,
React.
hey.
Yep.
What if you bring back app.ts? Or take dot back off the name.
For what?
I thought the error that you were just showing said something about it was looking at the app.ts file, which
Yeah,
we don't
because we're
have.
trying to generate.
But we don't have an app.ts file right now.
No, because it's TS6.
Right, but it looked like it was looking for app.ts.
Yay!
No. Where?
I don't remember. Somewhere. Is it this one?
Cannot find H. Oh man, why it's so complicated? You know what? I didn't I didn't land today. Oh yeah, I did land. Right? If I check the scores, I should have checked just my stats. So we still have the same error. Cannot find namespace React wrapper.
Index.d.ts.
Better start from another one. D-Trouble. Welcome. I think your name fits perfectly with the situation. It could be that we have some trash something. Maybe it's better if we start from scratch. It's just I was hoping using magic thing, not magic thing, but like a wizard would simplify our file structure. You know what, Jason? What I think we'll do, I will reach out to our JavaScript colleague and ask them, hey, I want to do an app like that. What story I need to do? I'm stupid. I know nothing about JavaScript, so please pick one that is clear, and we'll.
Yeah. Well, I think React's. I don't think it's a. I think it's more of a problem with us, and maybe I think like the suggestion say in chat, we should start from like a blank directory.
I was a blank directory.
But it. Well, was it? Not when we started today. It wasn't. Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, you spent spend 10 minutes downloading stuff.
Well, true. But okay. Yeah. Didn't go as smooth as we hoped.
It happens. It happens. Oh, Layla is coding. Like, I want to show you her environment. I was talking to you about her environment.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we could totally rate her.
She rated us last week, right?
Yeah.
Or was it before?
So yeah, let's do that.
Yay!
So, we'll save the data. I just run. Who was the winner of the day? Who got the best score? I didn't check. I run the command but didn't check the result. A lot of participant. That's cool. Bucheros have with 0 doesn't. Apparently, I lost some scores. Wow. Did you see how many? So Shirley Dev was okay. It's because the command is running 2-3 times in a row. That's why I was like, whoa, that's so many scores. I think Shirley Dev was the winner. Stop running it.
Make it stop. So the suggestion from TD Dampuli is put it into a container.
What? Put it in a container.
Develop this all inside of a Docker container.
TT, that will add a layer of complexity, but WSL is kind of a VM, so it shouldn't be a problem. Like what I could do is put my chatbot in a container and then like have a clean environment for my dev environment. Anyway, so let's raid Layla. We'll enter the command. Like he's just continuing to do it. You know what? I'll open, Shirley Dev. I will block the command from the
getting DDoSed by CB.
Well, thank you all for your time today. It was fun, even if it didn't work. I think we learned a lot. Thank you, Jason, for having fun with me today.
We just break stuff every week.
But that's how we learn. Remember, we are as smart as all the things we break. So we'll see you next week on Wednesday, streaming, working on the URL shortener. And on the next Friday, maybe. I'm not sure if Jason will join us next Wednesday because it will be a holiday in US.
We'll see, yeah. Potentially, if I'm here, I will.
You're always
Think.
always welcome. Bye everybody. See you on the
See
other
ya.
side. Send some love to Lila. Bye bye.
Have a good weekend.